population grows and grows, how we continue to produce more food is key if we are to feed ourselves in a rapidly changing environment.
We have many kinds of barley, many kinds of corn, many kinds of wheat, many kinds of all kinds of grains, but we have lost a lot of that biodiversity because agriculture has zeroed in on monocultures, on the production of seeds that are supposed to be high yielding. The Seeds of Survival program, which is low input and stable output agriculture, really fits into what all the talk is about today about sustainable agriculture. We just take it for granted that our food comes from a grocery store. Like my daughter said to me when she was looking at famine in Somalia, she said, "Dad, it can't be like that. Why don't their mothers go to the refrigerator and get food for them?"
Our world is filled with diversity. For centuries, people have been growing diverse foods that come from seeds from around the world. Farmers have developed seeds that are able to grow in many different conditions, but these seeds are rapidly disappearing.
Biodiversity means that the ecosystems, the ground, the bugs, the sunlight, the heat, the cold, the rain, the drought, differs all over the world, place to place. And all of those surroundings have growth that is adapted to their system. There's great diversity. You can't take things from the desert and grow it in a wetland. You can't take something from the humid tropics and just grow it in the desert. All of those things, this diversity, has grown in a system, a natural ecosystem.
At the base of our food system is seeds. Each seed contains genes that determine its unique growing and nutritional characteristics.
I think Canadians need to care about biodiversity and the loss of genetic material because it means a great deal worldwide to have lost a species that will never happen again. We need to have this genetic material to go back and to find solutions for problems that may not even exist now, certain viruses or diseases that may be coming up. We can go back to the genetic material that may have resistance to that sort of thing and breed for resistance.
Much of our seed diversity comes from countries in the south, like Ethiopia, where farmers have over centuries developed seeds that are vital to our farming today.
The concern is exactly the same as it is at home. Farmers are very much concerned in keeping their diversity here in as much as we are at home.
In the Seeds of Survival program, farmers are working together to plant and preserve seeds that do not need chemicals to grow and that are adapted to many regions. These seeds have been cultivated for generations, and they are sometimes called traditional, folk seed, or heritage seeds. It is these seeds that are at the root of the Seeds of Survival program.
It seems to me that it's the way to go now. It's the only way to go. The planet has just gotten to the point where there are so many of us on a very small Earth, and the only sustainable way is to grow foods that don't require huge amounts of input from non-renewable resources. And these heritage seeds don't.
We all benefit by investing in securing a diverse seed base, says internationally renowned plant genetic scientist Dr. Melaku Worede.
This kind of work would definitely benefit not only the farmers in my country, it has a very important significance in securing the food resources of the world at large.
Of the 250,000 plant species that have been identified, 60,000 will probably disappear in the next 50 years. We will lose these seeds to soil pollution, urban sprawl, and by planting high-yielding seeds that require chemical pesticides and fertilizers.
The more choices, the more different varieties that we can hold and propagate and allow people to grow, then it gives us more of our opportunity to be prepared for what may happen in the future as far as climate, disease, pest, It just gives us a more well-rounded opportunity to ensure that we have a more stable food chain in the future.
Many are recognizing the importance of preserving diverse plants and seeds, like small business person Leslie Scrimshaw.
And then one time, I mean, we just started our business, and I actually got a call from this guy. He was a stockbroker on Bay Street, and he said, you know, I really need a lot more of your seeds because I tried it and I was really successful, and so I decided to buy a farm. And I bought a farm, and I'm moving out to the farm, and so I need more of your basil seeds. And I'm going like, wait a minute, you need more than my basil seeds. You need to find another seed company. I mean, you don't buy your seeds in little packages. It isn't going to work. You have to go and start buying in bulk and learn how to be a farmer. And you've definitely made the first step, but you've got a long ways to go. So that was really neat to me, that somebody would go from Bay Street in Toronto, being a stockbroker and totally disconnected from that whole natural system, go and buy a farm because they had a pack of our seeds and, you know, learn something.
It's going to take cooperation to build a stable food supply around the world.
The best option for a farmer in my country is to sustain yield and productivity through the wide use of the genetic material which he himself or herself have developed over centuries.
The Seeds of Survival program supports the collaboration of both scientists and farmers in preserving our heritage of diverse seeds.
A heritage seed is really neat because you can automatically get excited, and then you can grow it, and then you can save it, and then you can grow it again and grow it again, and you can pass it on to generations and generations of people. And I mean, it's the ultimate deal, really.
How well we can produce our food tomorrow depends on how well we can work together to preserve the seeds of our survival. For more information on the Seeds of Survival program, please contact USC Canada, 56 Spark Street, Ottawa, Ontario, K1P 5B1.